All right. And I think we're live if my infamous audio issues have not carried over to here as well. So I hope you all can hear me and welcome. It's fantastic to be here on a new channel. I have not, Bob, I've been a guest on here before, but so you might recognize me. I'm Gup, and I will be running this fun little 4-session mini campaign on Amateurish while Katie and Ben and crew are off this month. So I hope those of you who watch enjoy your time here with us. So I want to introduce everybody for those of you who may or may not know some people, and I'll go around the table and put you all on the spot. So let us know who you are and what you got going on and all that stuff. We'll start with Pat above me.
Hello, my name is Pat Edwards. I am a writer and a TTRPG designer. I am the Pat Edwards everywhere. That's every handle. My website, thepatedwards.com. You can buy my books, Space Tripping 1 and 2. I co-founded a studio called Storytellers Forge. We are launching our first TTRPG book, The Black Ballad. We just finished an excellent backer kit campaign. You can still pre-order that if you go to storytellersforge.com. In fact, some Black Ballad content has been featured on this channel on the main feed with Katie and Ben. So check that out.
Sweet. Thank you. And Magnolia.
Hi, I'm a writer, amateur TTRPG content creator. I've got a Lancer homebrew thing cooking. That's going to be fun. You can find me at Daisy Power Hour or Female Hysteria on Twitter if you want to see the most insane tweets you've ever seen in your life. And I'm not giving you my Tumblr. God bless.
Awesome. Love it. And Joshua.
Howdy, folks. I'm Joshua. My pronouns are they, them. I am a professional entertainer and comedian. Some of you may know me as Shalibbity, which is my online handle for just about everything. I've been featured on Amateurish before with their Tailspire building streams. I designed the set that they used for their Opera House miniseries. And I am really just super thrilled to be here and get to have this little house party while mom and dad are away in the world of Mitra.
Mom and dad away, the children will play. Sweet.
All over the walls with crayons. It's great. There's a dog in here for some reason. It's not ours.
Definitely ice cream for breakfast. All right. Kia.
Hello. My name is Kia, and I am, I don't know, a professional amateur. You can find me at Neon Lime, just 2 words, Neon Lime, on Twitter. And I don't do a whole lot more than like some mild shit talking right now, but I have stuff coming up, so if you follow me, you'll find out what that is. And that's it.
Sweet.
Oh, wait, pronouns. My pronouns are she, her.
Awesome. Thank you. And again, I'm Gup. I am I stream tabletop content on Playotic Games. And so if you see me talking in chat, that's me. We have a podcast called Party of Who. We released our first episode last Wednesday, and our next one comes out tomorrow. So I'm really excited for that. It's a new endeavor with the whole editing, podcast, audio, and stuff. It's fun, though. Love it. And I've been here a couple times. So you can find me on Twitter at Red Beans and Dice. Besides that, maybe you'll not get tired of me here and find me somewhere else. So with introductions kind of out of the way, we can begin. We'll do a little bit of character introduction as the story kind of starts to unfold. We are going to be playing a high-level mini-campaign. The characters are level 15, and so we get to toy around with some of the big guns. Woo! And we are starting in a large city known as Maepo. The city is governed by a series of councilmen, and you all have received summons by some means known to you to pretty much come help. They've got a call for assistance as you all begin to make your way up to the council chamber, walking amongst the city. People know some of you, People turn away from some of you, but nonetheless, you walk your way up to the marble stone floor to the council chambers, which sits high up on a hill overlooking the rest of the city. On your way, you see a small little shimmering blue creature. It's a boule, but he's much smaller than the land sharks of legends that ravenously eat adventurers along the grassland plains. No, this one is a small, about knee-high little creature. And he is burrowing himself underground and kind of following alongside of you your whole way up to the council chambers. And as you arrive, you walk into a rounded council chamber. Sitting before you are 7 individuals gathered around a half-circle table made of mahogany and gold trimming. The room is large and round with public seating on both sides, as a man in golden and white garb, older, a little disheveled with the long gray beard, addresses you. Yes, you please come on in. And he'll gesture to a few cushioned seats adjacent to the round table. My name is Joro, and I am the councilman of District 5 and head of external affairs. I've received dire news from a peculiar source. Please bring me the letter. And the little boule that's been following you pops up out of the ground, and you see him kind of puts his head in his hand as the boule destroys the ground beneath the chamber. Well, yeah. And he holds out a letter. Take a look. And hands the letter to... It's going to hand the letter to Yano.
Okay.
Who is Yano? Please describe your character.
Yano Blackwine is a turtle, and he doesn't really wear clothes like a lot of turtles. His shell's a very dark shade of green, his shell and his leathery skin. And he's got a shield and a pair of long swords and some few javelins strapped to his back. Very, very fitted up for battle. Big, thick belt wrapped very awkwardly around his wide torso because of his shell that goes around. And he is known as someone you call when there's something really dangerous, or when there's wet work to be done, when someone who needs killing.
Yano, I know I have called you here myself, but I would like to become a little better acquainted with some of the other fellow companions who may be joining you should they decide to accept on this endeavor. And he will look over to Francine, and he'll pull out a scroll and a quill. May I get your name? And could you describe your character to us?
I have this all written down, thank God. There it is. It's in the description. Who would have thunk? Francine Vaudelaire is a fire genasi woman. She's 5'9", her early 30s-ish. She wears black gloves, a dark green vest over a white linen tunic, and a simple pair of brown pants tucked snugly into a pair of thigh-high boots. Over all this, she has studded leather plating connected by straps and buckled firmly to her. Resting over her shoulders is a hooded half-cloak, and at her hip is a sheathed rapier, and around her neck is a light chain from which hangs a fairly ornate conductor's baton. Her hair is a collection of loose black curls, each of them ending in smoldering tips, kind of like a cigarette. Her skin is like darker maroon color. She has a gaunt face with forehead wrinkles and a perpetually furrowed brow, like very generally concerned but distant expression. And she has a faint vermilion scar going from here down over her lip and across her chin.
Nice. Awesome. Well, it is a pleasure, Francine, for you to have heeded our beck and call. Thank you for attending. And
There's a line if you're paying me.
yes, and payment will be discussed shortly, for sure. And how about you? As he turns to Jackson.
All right. So Jackson is just kind of leaning against the wall, arms crossed. They are 5'10" half elf, big, deep black eyes, like staring into the void, kind of pale tan skin. And they're wearing a chain shirt underneath a black hoodie, leather skinny jeans, boots. They have a big old swoosh of dark hair that kind of hangs over their face, and they have little piercings on either side of their bottom lip, i.e., snake bites, and a couple of studded belts around their waist, and that's pretty much it.
Rocker, awesome, love it. And finally, he will turn around. And yes, may I go ahead and do with the pleasantries? And would you introduce yourself to the rest of the group, Mr. Homfield III?
So Cluxley Holpfmill is he's an astral elf. He's sort of in his like early 30s. He's got like medium length brown hair where like his bangs just kind of go right past his eyes. They're like right at that length where they'll poke you in the eye sometimes if you shake your head too violently. He's dressed in a very like understated brown sort of almost like a 3-piece suit, somewhere between that and like robes, where he's got like a long jacket. It's very subtle, it's understated, but you can tell upon examining it that it is very, very, very finely made. He's got stubble that is just grown out to the point where you can tell that he hasn't really taken care of himself for a little bit. And he's one of those people that you would describe as being conventionally attractive until you know him as a person. And you can also see, like, he was up towards the front of the group, and he is trying very hard to hide how dejected he is feeling from not being the person who was handed the letter.
I was gonna say, Gup, do I have text of letter, or so I was handed the letter?
Yeah. So the letter says, "Help! Haubala has fallen to darkness. Shadow overtakes it all, and I've worried I've sealed our fate. I'm afraid." Signed, Hakim. And the Boulet's name is Ham.
I relay the important piece. The little critter's name is Ham.
It looks up at you and it kind of rubs its nose against your shell.
Okay. Also, there's some other stuff in here about like fates being sealed and like the end. It sounds bad, like end of the world shit.
And so the important part that you thought to tell us is that his name is Ham.
I mean, yeah, look at him. He's cute. That's the important part. Look at the little guy.
Yes, he's adorable. The whole world.
Yeah, I mean, here, I'll hand it. So I'll look at the councilman. Sure. So like, who needs to die?
Well, I don't know if we should jump the gun to die. But in the event of turmoil, perhaps some strong arm is good for. You've all been selected for a particular reason, and that might come in handy. It's a long journey to Haubala. So, what do you know of our? And he kind of looks over at Cloxley. Do you know of our relations with Haubala?
Well, probably not as much as I should.
That's what I was afraid of. We have a very good relationship. We purchase certain things from them, and they purchase certain things from us. Now, it has been weeks since their scheduled delivery has been spotted within the city. So that alone is cause for alarm, but we had not sent anyone to look into this yet. But that is when we came across Ham.
Oh, the letter. Who's the you know this Hakim who wrote the letter?
Yeah, and as you say, Hakim, the little Boulay is going to get a little excited. You're going to see him perk up and like almost like he can hear you and understand. He recognizes the name, and he looks over. Hakim is the High Sire, the royal advisor, the topmost of the arcane affairs in Haubala. So this little fella is of his creation, if I'm not mistaken. I have seen him a few times in my ventures to the city. And I know we have discussed the potential for payment, and I would be prepared, well, we, the city, would be prepared to pay you each an individual sum of 3,000 gold to look into this matter, rectify it, and return back. Hopefully with our, stuff.
On a level of 1 to 10, what would you say the danger is?
Give me a persuasion check.
All right. Let's play.
Yeah.
That is an 11 plus 8, so 19.
If we're being completely honest, I've not left the city walls in some 15 or so years. So I am not one to really have a good answer for you there.
Can I don't know. I might have made a mistake with sort of character creation in this, but Francine has been living in Haubala for the past like year and a half. I'm just going to assume she's been on vacation for the past like 2 months. If she hasn't been there for this, but what would she know about Haubala?
You would know that Haubala is a very bustling, large city. It's one of the only cities out there past the mountain range into the desert, and they specialize in gemstone mining and export. So they're a thriving city. They have a king that is very well received and loved, and there haven't typically been a lot of political or catastrophic issues in the city.
Gemstone mining. Did they dig something up? Do we know? I'm assuming you don't know. We wouldn't be here.
I do not, I'm afraid.
Fuck. Sick.
But we are in a position to grant you one of the council wagons, if you should so choose to take on the endeavor, so you may travel in fashion.
Now we're talking.
I got a wagon for sure.
It's a cattle yak. It's very, very high.
I can still take my wagon though, and my horse.
You take whatever
Yeah.
you want to take. I'm in the Cadillac.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's you're selling my point. Yeah.
Mini fridge.
What's a fridge?
It has a Presti box. Yes. It's a
Okay,
box
cool.
of constant prestidigitation.
Cool. All right.
Tiny
I'm gonna make
little
so many
rums.
coffees with that.
Little rum chatas.
That's all I need. Yeah. You're talking my language now.
I'm gonna be just Wyatt on espresso the whole time.
Anchovies, caviar. Yes, the whole ordeal.
Yeah, that is how I would describe anchovies.
I used to do, yeah. I used to do a snack where I'd take the anchovies and you'd stuff the anchovies with the caviar, and it's just like you're eating nature. It's like a little turducken, but with fish.
It sounds delicious.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
I mean, Yano drops the letters like, "Yeah, I'm in." Sounds dangerous. He talks about like some shadow or something. I'm totally down for that. Sounds like somebody needs a killing. So I got to go get Parmesan. I'll be back.
I know that. It can be a little bit theatric. So I feel like there's a metaphor in here, but if not, it's best to know for sure. So I really do appreciate you all taking a look into this. On behalf, also, please, if you do get our cart and bring it in, just keep it on the down low and bring it straight here.
All right.
Cool.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, he will direct you to the stables to the north of town where you can pick up said cattle yak and kind of be on your way. He'll mark a spot on your map for those of you who don't know where Haubala is, just to kind of give you the general vicinity of the way to the city, which, Francine, you already know your way there. And you kind of
Can I go get? Can I get
Yeah.
my horse?
You
and
can.
wagon? Okay.
Yeah.
I would
100%.
also like.
I too would like to get my horse.
Oh,
You gave
nice.
us money to spend. I splurged on
Yeah.
one thing. It was a
No,
horse. So,
I don't blame you. It's nice to have independent means of transportation. I get it. And the cattle yaks, it could probably be big enough for all of you, but your turtle shell's kind of,
Hey,
No, I am
They said
absolutely
he had a
riding-
wagon. They were not joking.
I will always ride on someone else's dime.
And
it tracks.
Ham briskly follows you out as well.
Back in a second, I have to go turn my light on.
Sure.
I like thinking that your last name is Briskly. I'm gonna call you that now.
Yeah, ham briskly.
Ham Briskly.
Brisketly.
Come
Ham
on.
So-
briskly helper.
So, with that successful persuasion check, Yano, you might not have got the answers you were looking for then, but you are going to see a short, portly, little gnome man run out of.
Please
the
tell me
council
their
chambers.
name's Norm.
His name
A
is
gnome named
Norm now. Yeah,
Little Norm.
little gnome named Norm.
A gnome named
So-
Norm.
Man.
Norm, he runs out with a brisk little waddle, and he runs up to you, and he kind of taps on your shell. Mr. Yano, might I have a moment of your time?
Yeah, Norm. What's up?
I heard you asking about the dangers there, and the highway can be a little treacherous. But I know you, and you like treacherous. And I happen to know a secret. I know a secret way to the city, and it could cut your travel time down by half. However, it's not so easily traversable, you see. I came into my money this way. This is how I kind of paid my way to where I am now. There's a old, forgotten dwarven settlement that runs through the mountains. It's been vacant for hundreds of years, but I found it in my adventuring days. I used to be quite the fighter myself. And its path lies hidden in the mountainside and leads directly to the mines under Haubala. Now, I give you this information because I care about what comes back. But I would urge you, please don't tell anybody about this. This is my retirement plan. But you might find, some ways to line your pockets in there as well. Old dwarven artifacts and art and tapestries and stuff still.
Okay, you got a map.
And he'll grab your map and mark a little spot on it to the mountains, and he'll put a little checkered path that kind of leads up to it.
At this point, Yano's the only one hearing this.
No, I would say you're all within the vicinity. That would be.
This man has the
fair.
energy of someone who's like trying to sell us on a Spirit airline
I
flight.
had no reservations about immediately telling Jackson and Francine about it.
Cloxley
Jackson-
pokes his head out of the Cadillac, out of the window, and is like, "Will this fit? Will the Cadillac fit?"
No.
Mm.
Perhaps. Perhaps
You weren't really being really discreet. Just for the record, like there's a bunch of us right here, and you was like,
No, we could hear you.
they can totally hear everything you just said. I mean, full disclosure, I was just gonna tell him anyway. Like, no, Norm the gnome. He said we should go this way. It's quicker and there's money to be found. But yeah,
Here, look at the rest of you all. Yes.
I don't know. That sounds sketchy.
He'll reach up and put his finger on your lips. Just shh.
I mean, yeah. Look, he sketched all over the map.
Hey, if there's one thing I know how to do, it's to keep a secret that stops other people from getting money.
Oh, I forgot you were here.
I didn't think we were pressed for time, but if we want to, actually, do we want to do this? I don't know you. And you have to forgive me. I've never met you. I don't know you from Dick, my friend.
This is
That's the
true.
other council member.
It's true. He's from Section 4.
Yeah, this is Norm. That was Dick.
I'm from District 1.
Ironically, Dick is very nice. He's a pleasant fellow.
No, he's wonderful. Absolute lad.
It's
However,
macaroons. Mwah.
As long as you like coconut, which I do. But yeah,
Exactly.
I understand it's a
I had those
polarizing
macaroons
flavor.
at a council party a few years back.
How did you feel afterwards? Sometimes the special macaroons. No, giggle and walk off.
Something I ate was special, that's for sure.
Dick aside, do we trust him?
I think we should go. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, 3,000 gold is not a lot of money. So
Well, I have to go back anyway. I have an apartment there.
I mean,
I
he's
don't
going there. The
trust-
question.
I don't trust anybody, and I already talked with my manager about this, and I just don't know. I don't know.
Your manager.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
for
right.
letting
Because
down.
the performance. You got any performances you're gonna miss?
Oh,
I mean, if we
Hold
do the
on.
shortcut, you might be back faster.
okay. All right. Let's do it.
DM, would I know if the sense I get of Norm the gnome was that he's trustworthy if what he's telling you seems like it's like we can trust him to act in his own interests at all
Yeah,
times.
100%. Yes.
And if he wouldn't tell us this if he didn't think there was something in it for him.
Correct. Yes. I will let Cloxley make a. Oh, damn it! I want to say culture check. Damn you! I want make a history check for me.
history.
Yeah.
Roll knowledge local.
Let's see, what is this? Oh, okay. Hunter Spain's not gonna help me with that. On a 17.
On a 17, you've caught your family's finances enough. There are lucrative trades between these two cities. There are also some off-the-books trades that happen to come in. One of those things might pertain to special macaroons and might benefit all of the councilmen.
I mean, it seems like a go for me, honestly.
Oh, hello, Ben. Welcome. Are you
You're
new
supposed to be on
here?
your honeymoon. What are you doing here, Ben?
Yeah, go get married.
What a better way to spend your honeymoon?
I mean, yeah, I don't really care about the money so much. It's like if it's dangerous and there's opportunities to like kill things that need to be killed that are bad, that's kind of my deal.
I mean, here's the way that I'm thinking about it. All right. The more money we get out of this transaction, and if we can get some loot along the way, that's money and loot out of the pockets of people that I don't like. Bad people.
I feel like those are two different groups of people.
You don't like nobody.
That's not true. Look at this guy. The pork.
Ham. Yeah, that's right. Everybody loves it. Listen, I think we can all agree on one thing. If anyone's ever meet the ham, they're dead on the fucking spot.
I concur.
Yeah.
Like I think
Definitely.
I don't even think the sentence will finish across their lips before I'm gonna be separating the head.
Yeah,
from their
no, he's
spine.
great.
Yeah, Ham is. I know we just met him,
He's
but if anything
integral
happens
the
to him, I will
composition
kill
of this
everyone
group.
and then myself.
Look, yeah, I mean, no, look at him. You can see like you can visibly see that Cloxley is like thinking about like reaching out to try to pet him, but is too afraid to do it. It's like, yeah, he's great. He's cool.
Can I
Are you
pet him?
Are you going to pet him?
No.
Who's the
Fight him.
no,
Fight
but
him.
wanna
Kia
pet
is- or
Fight him.
um,
Fight him. Fight
you
him.
are Jackson.
Yeah.
So as you go to reach out to pet this tiny boulet, you see all four legs just hit the ready, and very defensively. And you reach your hand out, and you touch the top of the head, and it immediately just like starts almost like vibrating, like a little purr. As you watch its tail just do, 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 against the ground.
Papa
Oh,
Ben.
efforts.
Give Mags and I inspiration. So go ahead and mark that, Magnolia.
I didn't know you could do that.
And
over
you
Twitch.
get disadvantage, DM.
Yeah, I've noted it. I've got disadvantage. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, so Ham is very happy.
I'm just gonna
have
stay and
received
pet him. Yeah, Ham's my homie.
All right. So either way you decide to go, your path starts the same direction. Is there anything y'all are wanting to do before you leave town? Knowing that the roadway without the shortcut is gonna take 6-7 days of travel.
I just want to get
Are
the
we
biggest
taking
to-go
over?
coffee from the local cafe, and that's it.
Yeah, at Café du Monde.
Mm-hmm.
We're taking the shortcut because 3 out of 4 of us were sort of sold on it, as far as I could tell. So we're taking the shortcut. I
Sounds
was
good.
the lone dissenting opinion.
All right.
I mean, I agree. Phrase scene, I fully agree with you. Like, I'll bet it's gonna be more dangerous. Like, no shortcut. If a shortcut was easier, it would just be like the way. It's a shortcut because it's difficult. I intentionally seek out danger and chances to like fight and kill things that need killing. So like, I get my logic is kind of backwards from most, but I want you to know your objections are heard and noted.
I appreciate that greatly. I just want it on the record that I hope that if any of you die, it does not become my problem.
Cloxley's
I'm
just
gonna-
gonna spend the day.
I mean, I would argue if any of us die, we're less your problem than ever before. So
Excellent point. I'm gonna go get various travel rations, enough for 4 people for like 7 days, just in case.
Oh, that's easily
Worst
done.
case
You find a little meat market off to the side. It's got various jerkies, dried roasted fruits. They even got little pouches that you can heat up, and it makes like a Frito pie, and they're called MERs, and you can just take them with you.
Now, what I'm going to do is try to heat that with C4 and give myself cyanide poisoning.
I think I'm just gonna spend the day talking to all of my friends and family and telling them that I'm about to do something that's so serious and important and secret, and I'm going on this secret mission that's very important, and they'll all hear about it afterwards when I'm successful and better than them.
Your mom will give you a quick look. Yeah, you got a good heart. Just don't mind what just don't listen to the rest of them. You'll be all right. Just go on and play with your things.
It's not playing, Mom. It's not playing.
Yeah, just be back in time for Stromboli.
I won't. I'm going to be gone for a long time.
All right, we'll see you
I'm doing
tonight.
something that's super serious and important. It's
Damn,
going to be
this
different.
episode-
It's going to be better this time.
Crazy.
Now, I got to go to your father, okay? Just dinner. Don't forget. And don't
I
get
won't
dirty.
be here.
We'll see you later tonight.
Okay, bye.
And so with that, as you all take off out of the town, you see the marble walls of the city begin to shrink behind you as you begin your journey through the grasslands surrounding the kingdom of Maepo. Ahead of you on the horizon peaks a massive mountain range known as the Thunder Crag Mountains, and it will be the entire day's ride to reach them. But today is nice. It's a sunshiny, comfortable 74 degrees outside, a light wind blowing, the fresh air, which carries with it the smell of the sunflower gardens that span kind of the exterior of the city. The small boulet ham stays near, kind of keeping up with you all. Periodically with the cart, you'll see him burrow into the ground and swim amongst the dirt, leaving a little trail of, like a little gopher hole trail as he goes up ahead of you and then comes back and pops up. And you'll see him overall pretty happy throughout the trip. And you took what? You have a horse for Jackson. You have a horse and wagon, Yano. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then Cloxley and Francine in the cattle yak. Is that correct?
I am in the cattle yak.
All right. So there's a nice, cool breeze in there. There's like a rune on the front northernmost section of the inside of the cart, and it constantly blows a gust of fresh, cool air. And there is a little cooler on the inside of it with tiny little bottles of rum chata and little cans of caviar. They're itty bitty. Yeah, like they're for a gnome, man. So they're like extra small. But you've got a comfortable ride, cushiony velvet seats, drapes are drawn back, and it's carried, of course, by a yak. And the front emblem of the cart has a golden yak just outstretched like it's galloping. And that's the hood ornament for it.
Is someone driving this cart, or is it just sort of autopiloting? What's that?
That's the joy. It drives itself.
Damn, that yak's good.
Yes.
This is luxury right here. This is luxury.
That yak built different.
I assume, though, that either Yano having the map markings might be leading. Is that correct?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't be like stingy with it. If anyone wanted it. Yeah.
Fair.
Show it to the yak. Make sure it knows where we're going.
I'll be out front.
Do you show it to the yak?
I show it to the yak.
Much obliged, sir.
Holy shit, you can talk.
I do.
What the fuck? Did you guys know that this yak can talk? Is that
know
normal
this.
for yaks? There ain't yaks. Where I'm from, there ain't much yaks in Terra.
No, I didn't know that. Why would I try to talk to a yak? My
figured.
question is, why did you show the map to the yak?
No,
I
fair.
just wanted to be like, I like to share information with the group. I don't want.
But saying
to,
that
like...
now, it sounds like a very insensitive question. But you can see how before we knew that the yak spoke, that would be, it would seem like a silly thing to do.
No, it makes sense. The cart has no driver, so presumably the yak has to be sort of in control of this whole apparatus. So I think it's best that it knows where we're going.
I mean, it's not hurting anyone.
Cloxley's gonna poke his head out the window to the yak and be like, "Are you like part of a union or something?"
Is it strange? Do yaks
protected?
not generally talk back?
I'm just making sure. Like, are you tied to this cart like 24/7, or do you get protection?
You get breaks.
I get breaks, vacations, sick leave, and time to take my children to their meadows.
That's wonderful. Right. Okay, that's
dental.
That's good.
I would like to call up
okay.
from the back and ask the yak what his name is.
Oh, my name is Yaxon.
Yes. Oh God, I was hoping that's what you would say. That's all I need him out.
And what is your name?
My name's Jackson. You know, like Jackson and Jackson.
What a fantastic ensemble.
Oh, we're gonna get along great.
He giggles and he reaches down and grabs a tall piece of grass and kind of a little bit of wheat sticking out of it. Chomps and continues on about his way. You will see Ham dart off and go up ahead of you. It's pretty common so far. He's been doing this. However, you
I
notice
just feel like
he
we all
doesn't-
freaked out the first time he did it, though. Like, no, like, no, sweet BB.
We gotta speed up. We gotta...
This time you don't see him come back. You continue to travel
Don't fuck with us, Gup.
a few minutes ahead of time. Before, and it's an unusually long time. You're getting a little antsy before you start seeing the trail make its way back to you, and it pops up, and it's kind of shaking. It looks afraid, and it's looking from side to side, and it hops up on its two back legs and starts pointing its nose forward off of the road.
What'd you see, boy? Someone stuck in a well?
I think the
Jumped
little
in.
guy is traumatized.
Oh no,
Uh,
I'm not qualified to deal with that.
Nutty as can talk to animals. Can you? Hey, can you talk, Ham? We haven't really asked you directly.
It shakes its head.
I actually can talk to animals. Sometimes
Oh,
I play
great.
shows for them, so
Yeah.
standard stuff. So I would like to cast Speak with Animals.
You are unfortunately not gonna be. You're gonna figure out that you can't speak to him. He's not actually an animal.
Oh.
He is a magical construct.
Oh.
I could slap a detect thoughts on that.
God, it's not
You
a
can,
count.
yeah, you can
Uh,
detect
if-
thoughts.
Yeah, as long as his intelligence is above 3.
3. Okay, cool. So you get your detect thoughts. If you're casting detect thoughts on it, he's afraid. He has seen something that worries him. He's got a surface level thought of worry and fright.
Did you see it just now, or is this something that you're remembering?
He like hops, and he points down at the ground.
That's the ground.
Yeah, give me a perception check. It is the ground. You are not wrong,
Oh God, for real?
unless you roll a 1.
I've been given inspiration by Katie, so I will be rolling this with advantage. Well, no, wait. It's inspiration, so I can save it, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
you don't have
Yeah.
to use it on your
That's
next
great.
roll. You
I'm
get
gonna
to
not-
choose.
I'm gonna not use it on this.
Okay.
Perception. Just as a possibility, because of my heightened senses feat. Any checks that rely on hearing or smell, I will have advantage on if this is related to that.
Not hearing or smell, unfortunately.
Okay,
I'll be
sounds good.
specific. Cool.
that's a 10.
With a 10, meeting the very possible bar, the lowest minimum bar possible, you see a set of tracks in the road that are. It looks like something was pulled off the road, wagon wheels or something of the like, but not by choice.
Oh, I'll point that out. Hey, there was a thing here. There was
Care
a
to be more specific?
look at the tracks on the ground. Something was here and it got put over there.
What the
I'll
hell
hop
are you
off.
talking about?
All right, I'll start over. Ham is freaking out.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can see.
And I think it has something to do with these tracks.
I'll hop off.
Okay.
Parmesan. That's Parmesan. What's
Parmesan.
his name?
Nice.
Pam, what was your character's name again?
Me, Yano.
Yeah. Yano, would you care to? Great news for you personally. I think I see a small bit of violence in our future.
Me too, Francie. Me too. He smiles. He takes his shield and sword, shield off his back, and sword in hand. Draws one of his long swords. He's like, "These tracks right here, the Cloxley, are off that way.
Yeah.
These tracks that like obviously look like something was violently wrenched off the path in that direction over there.
I would say shunted at least, yeah.
Yeah.
Shunting's never good.
Cloxley will pull out his flail as well.
I mean, I'm gonna.
I don't think.
I
we're
mean,
forming
I
that
guess.
kind of
Look,
friend.
I'll kind of look back like, what I mean, we could just keep going. We could investigate. I mean, what do you want? I mean,
I hate to say this, but I think we might need to intervene lest this bite us in the ass later.
I mean, what do you think, Ham?
Ham bounces and points to the tracks, but then he starts shaking, and like he's.
I mean, you don't have to go.
Jackson, you can actually talk unlike Ham. Do you have any thoughts on this?
I too enjoy violence, and well, I mean, whatever traumatized my friend, I'm not okay with it. So,
all right. Well, I guess it's settled. We're minding someone else's business then.
Hey,
I will say it is open enough that your carts can go along the same path as well, or you can find a tree or something if you want to tie them up.
I think we unhedge.
hey, I'm in
I think we
politics.
tied.
Minding someone else's business is what I do.
That's so funny.
Nope. Really didn't go. All right. Nope.
Rip.
So yeah, what's the course of action?
on foot. Or
I
on
was gonna
foot.
say we on foot. Really?
I don't want to scratch the cattle yak.
I don't think we bring the cattle yak, but we have 2 horses. So I see.
yeah,
No.
somebody can ride on Stardust with me. Stardust is my horse's name.
I mean, if you
Yes.
want, I guess I could. My horse is a war horse. It could hold a lot. I mean, if we want to bring mounts, I can hook them from the wagon. I don't know. I like the. If we think there's danger, part of me is like, I don't know if we want it. If that's more awkward to be on horses or whatever everyone thinks. Our
Well,
main
some of
characters
us
should
can
do
be
it.
on horses. Cavaliers exist for a reason.
Right. I didn't choose that stuff. I didn't choose. I mean,
Neither did I. I'm not the one with the horse. I don't know.
yeah.
I can watch any of them you so need.
Yaxton, if I leave Stardust here, will you protect him with your life?
I will. I am known to thwart a bandit or two. I know thaumaturgy.
Oh, we're good. He's got this.
Wait, I need to
Yeah,
process
hold on,
that.
Yaxton. I got a question. Yaxton, is you secretly a wizard trapped in a yak's body?
Why would a wizard
And he
know
starts
thaumaturgy?
You don't have to answer
That
that.
wasn't a no.
You don't have to answer that.
He's eating. He's just down. He's
I
giggling
guess I
while
should
he's
say
eating grass.
trapped was presumptuous. It might have been a conscious choice. Maybe this is like a simpler life.
I don't see why a yak couldn't also be a
truly.
spellcaster. I don't.
Yeah.
Why would you? I don't understand why you turn into a yak on purpose. Where would you keep your money?
What if he was a yak the whole time and just learned spells? What about that?
I mean,
What would preclude him from doing so? Truly.
Yeah,
we got-
running
we
anyway.
go
we
with
got more
Noah.
to talk.
Anyway.
We should do the investigation. but, like,
Thaumaturgy aside,
I
we
feel
have
like we
shit
got
to
more to
do.
talk about. We got lots to. I feel like we got a lot to unpack here. But like,
Yeah.
you really threw us a curveball. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jackson is so
Yes,
cool.
Lot to unyak, you might say.
You know what? I like you. I like you. That was good. You.
So are we done? We done yakking off or what?
Hey. Hey.
In front
Alright.
of God and everyone? Absolutely not.
So you're leaving your horses?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about why did I say provolone? What about
Have you
Parmesan?
been watching the Ravening War on Dimension
I have not
20?
watched it yet. Is there a
Oh, okay.
provolone there?
There's a player
Jesus.
named Colin Provolone.
Oh, nice. So the day that came out, our first podcast played, and I attacked people with vegetables. Do you know how dumb I felt after that being the same day? I was so mad. Anyway.